Finally, it is not raining outside, but it is super foggy this morning. So, and muddy, but that's to be expected after some rain. So today, no clue what I'm gonna do. Yesterday, I really didn't do nothing. I'm over here at the house, and as you guys know, it came with a lot of garden tractors, and there used to be some bigger tractors here, but they're all gone before I got this place. But it came with a lot of parts. So what I did yesterday is drug some of the parts in here, got them all tagged and pictured and on eBay. So I got a little bit done, and I sold the Deutz mower that came from here, which are all at my parents' house. Hauled all the lawnmowers out of here, except for 3. So I think today I'm gonna get all these parts out of here, and I'm gonna try to get one of them lawnmowers started that I left here. It's a weird lawnmower. I don't know what it is, but I think I'm gonna get that running today. Then I gotta run over to my parents' house. I gotta ship a bunch of parts. And I got the 220 over there, hooked to something, which also needs more work. So I ain't ready for nothing. I'm super behind on everything. If it'd stop raining, maybe I'd get caught up, but it won't stop raining. So I'm just keep getting behind on everything. But I haven't put parts on eBay in over a month, so I figure I better get something done. So yeah, I guess we're gonna head out there and see if this lawnmower won't run or not. And then I also might tackle tearing down maybe this 50/40 or this skid steer this morning or sometime today. Haven't really decided yet because I need to get parts on eBay, and it'd be nice to make my money back on that thing. I've already made my money back on that thing. So yeah, that's the plan. Brought my goosenecks over here, both of them. And you might be wondering why that one's sideways and this one's facing the driveway. And that is because the stupid golf carts keep driving through my backyard. And it pees me off, so I prevented them doing that. Because what frustrates me the most, and y'all might disagree about this, which that's fine, we all have our own opinions, but every person that owns a golf cart or ATV owns less than an acre of ground, and all they want to do is trespass and drive on other people's properties, and it just irritates the crap out of me. So like, we got lots of ground, and I owned a gator, and that was the biggest hunk of crap I've ever owned. I'd rather hop in my pickup truck and drive it around than a dumb gator or 4-wheeler. But it's all an opinion, so yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm gonna head out there, sit and see if this lawnmower won't run or not, because I think it'd be fun to mow my yard with it. So here's the mower. I'm gonna try to get running here today. I'm not even sure what brand this thing is. I'm sure one of you guys know. But it's definitely a weird machine. Got a battery hooked up and turn the key and there ain't nothing, but the deck goes up and down, so that's good. Got me some ether just in case, so I guess we'll cross, see if it won't run or not. So we're gonna shoot some ether in it, see what happens. All right, try this again. Dang. No way. Is that it? Oh, dang it. Ain't no way it's that easy. Doggone it, now my battery's dead. Shucks. Alright, see if I can find another battery. Drop a battery out there for the lawnmower. Let's try this again. Let's throttle her up this time. And choke on. Well, maybe. I guess we'll see if it'll drive out of here or not. I have no clue. So, see what happens. Runs and moves. I just gotta get it to the garage and put air in the tires because they're flat, as you guys can tell, and it don't want to drive. It's just tearing up my yard. Dang thing. Runs and drives, so that's a start. Hydraulic lift works, as you guys can tell. Lifted it up, went over that mower deck there. But the issue is now, it's probably in the switch as well. The mower deck won't turn on, so gonna have to figure that one out. But pretty unique little mower here for the old zero turns. It was this thing, but yeah, the deck the lift works, tires held air, showing 223 hours on a working tack, but I don't know about that. Looks like it's had some hours put on it, so it's either different tack or these things are just not made very durable. So yeah, that's that on that lawnmower. Should see if this little snowblower runs and get it sold. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna run home, ship parts, figure out what else to do. Alrighty, pulling into my parents' house now. And look at this. Maybe the old 220s on the disc bind, but there is an issue. So you guys know about this disc bind on an online auction and don't know nothing about it. So I got it hooked up and turned the PTO on at idle. Since I don't know nothing about it, didn't want to rev her up. And I replaced, I forget what it's called, on one of these things. But when I spun it over, when you spin it, the knives hit. So they don't hit each other. Well, this one's hitting over here. So some of them, the knives are hitting here. And if I could show you guys, that'd be awesome. Where is it hitting? Well, yeah, see. Here you guys can see. The blades, for some reason, are hitting here. It looks like the blades are supposed to go underneath. And everyone says when you go to buy a disc bind, make sure the turnbuckles are facing different directions than each other, like this. But it's still hitting. So I'm not sure. I need to do some research, see what the deal is. Because that ain't gonna be good cutting hay, because it's already wore my brand new blade and I ran it for maybe 1 minute. So I gotta dig into that, see why that's going on, and get that fixed, and this will be ready to go. But yeah, at least we're making progress anyways. And yeah, the 220, I hooked it up to it just because I didn't figure my 8050 was going to be done by the time hay season came around. It is about done. So I haven't decided what I'm going to use to mow hay yet. So I guess you guys let me know what you want to see me mow hay with. I definitely ain't mowing hay, too much hay with the 220, just because it's going to get miserably hot in the cab. And if I got a tractor with AC, I'm gonna use the tractor with AC. So I guess, yeah, just let me know if you guys want to see me do a little bit of hay mowing with the old 220. I think it'd be good to get her a few hours put on it. Check her out, make sure everything's good to go on it for when I go to sell it, if I still want to sell it. But the 7060 that I bought from Mower's, they said it ran, but it does not run. It's either got a broken rod or a broken crankshaft. Spins over, but it sounds terrible. I used a can of ether on it and she still won't go. So it's not broken crankshaft, or else it wouldn't be spinning over, but I think it's got a broken rod in it, because yeah, it don't sound good when you spin it over. And I also got that Kubota loader off of the M5950 on auction time, and two of the lawnmowers from the house I bought. So I'm gonna go inside, get my parts shipped, go to town, drop them off, probably go back to my house and tear apart that skid loader or that 5040. Got all my parts shipped, came back home, and had this John Deere 4630 on Marketplace for parts. And the whole world's been texting me wanting parts off this thing, so I figured I'll get started on it, get the cab off there, because that's what everybody wants, and a few other pieces. But my dad took the cordless grinder, so this project's just gonna have to be on standstill. So, because I really don't care about anything on this tractor. It's rough, it's nasty. So I was just gonna go ahead and cut a lot of the lines. I mean, I was gonna take the linkages all out and stuff, but a lot of the hydraulic lines and everything. I was just gonna go ahead and cut all that stuff, but it took the grinder, so I guess we'll work on another project today. But I did get a little bit done, so. And yeah, if you guys know of a good way to lift these John Deere cabs off of here, put it down in the comments below, because when I tore down the 2950, that thing was a pain in the butt, and I couldn't tear it up because I got top dollar out of that cab. But this one, I don't know how you lift it up either. I'm gonna take out this window here and lift right through the side. The 2950, I put the forks underneath the main platform and got it, but like on a 7000 series, it's got lift hooks on the sides, so it's easy. But on a John Deere, I don't even know how you do it. There's got to be some special thing that screws in the top so you can lift it, but I don't know. Just figure it out one way or another. But I guess what I'm gonna do now is finish trying to button up my 8050 over here, because got the rear main seal replaced and new AC compressor on there. So now all I gotta do is change the rear hydraulic filters, power wash, fix a couple oil leaks, put the fuel tanks and the steps back on. It should be ready to go. Change the engine oil and stuff like that, but it's about wrapped up. So I guess I will get started on this thing. Today's Bible verse is going to be coming out of Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. And it says, "Therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, I urge you to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God." Made it back over here to my house, and after I washed the 8050, I realized I didn't want to climb under there when it was soaking wet to change them hydraulic filters out. So I figured I'd just come on home and get started on this cat skid steer here, tearing it down. But when I got home and started on it, I forgot to set you guys on the tripod. So I've got the cab free and up in the air, as you guys can tell. All the cables and wiring disconnected themselves, so that's good. And then these air conditioning hoses and stuff, I just cut them, but it is free now, and I can set it off to the side and get these 2 wheel motors out of there, because those are what bring the money. And then I can get all 4 wheels and tires off, and all 4 wheel hubs and all the chains and stuff out, and then finish stripping the rest of the stuff down, get all the hydraulic cylinders and stuff like that off of there. But yeah, my main concern is those 2 wheel motors and the 4 hubs. So I guess I'm gonna set the cab down and try to get this thing in the garage now. tell you guys what, that is the absolute most fun I've ever had on a freaking lawnmower. And I used to mow yards. Now I want to mow yards again with this thing. This thing is sweet. So, earlier when I got the thing running, realized the deck didn't turn on. It's just a connection. This orange wire right here is connected to the orange wire, and it's just not crimped down good enough, is why the deck wouldn't turn on. But I wiggled it, and I got my whole backyard mowed, and it was fun. So I think I'm gonna hang on to this thing and maybe get rid of my green lawnmower, which is this thing, a John Deere GT 235. Because this thing is not fun to mow with. This thing sucks. And I mean, I've owned it forever. I got it in a package deal and knew I'd have a house one of these days, so I hung on to it. And it's mowed a few times here. But now that I got this thing running, what do I need that thing for? This thing is sweet. So I did air up the 2 tires earlier, and they like to go flat. This one's already going flat. So they need patched or tubes put in them or something. But yeah, the other thing is fun. So probably ain't gonna get rid of that lawnmower just because it's too fun to mow with. And I did go ahead and get a wheel off. I need a jack. I ain't got a jack here. So I'll probably go ahead and get this side wheel motor out along with this hub, and then wait on a jack to get that wheel motor out. Because this side, the cover has not been taken off of, but this other side, the cover has been taken off of. So I'm scared that that side still has a lot of oil in it, and I don't have nothing here to catch the oil. So that's why I'm only gonna do this side. So I'm gonna bring the tripod in here, finish this up, and then call it a day. And that is gonna be a wrap. Got the wheel motor out, but I did not get the wheel hub off because a couple of the studs are wanting to spin, and these are the studs that have the splines on the end. So you just hammer them in so they stay in place, so there really ain't a head on them. So you really can't grab on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and torch them or cut them off, but I gotta go get the tools for that because I ain't got them there. So the wheel hub's staying on for now, but I did get one of the motors out, so that is good. But I think I'm gonna call it a day there. Got quite a bit done today, so I can't complain. I'm gonna go cook me a steak and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day it's been. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this super boring video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.